Oh, no, I see exactly where it's leaking. Yeah, and it's only leaking like when you use that faucet for a long period of time. Yeah, you can see right there, or it's coming down the back of the sink. So we probably need to replace this guy. Oh yeah, you can see where it's just that faucet, that thing's gone. So when you go to Lowe's, you just get a new faucet.
I mean, we've always needed a new one. It's gross, but
yeah, it's really gross. It's time.
All right, why are we back at Lowe's?
Because we found a leak.
Bathroom faucet that needed to be replaced for sure, but now.
Landlord. Wishful thinking. That's what I like to see.
Six?
All right, 6.
No, center.
Center.
4?
4. Yeah, something like that. That's perfect. So yeah, bathroom faucet.
It seems a little tall.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough room for the move.
I think we just have enough room, but there's also an outlet under the cabinet, and it's like, it'll just make it harder to get around. So. Okay, let's start looking. I couldn't resist grabbing lilac scented Myers hand soap. Because we like things. Bye, Lowe's. The scent still has the ring around it, but not as dark. Yeah. Maybe you can still see it through the camera. Yeah. All right, bye, Lowe's. We're gonna go see if our new faucet fits.
But dog to wear is a mustache.
Dog to play with.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Oh yeah.
We'll get back. The first thing we're gonna do is see about running her out.
So we got this. Let's replace that old thing. Look how gross that is. We went with the stainless chrome look because of price.
Yeah, price, availability. They didn't really have anything that looked like this at all. And we were looking at black fixtures, but they were really expensive, and two, they didn't really have anything that was this size. They were all more ornate. I think that one that was more loopy probably would have fit in here.
It would have fit.
But I think you're right. We should have just like.
But we have an outlet here, and that just made it a little bit harder to get to. Just maybe kind of annoying. And we have push lights.
This is what you'd call a pretty big bathroom for an RV. I feel like it's pretty spacious in here compared to a lot of RVs. However, it's still very tight.
It's still tight.
It's still pretty tight. I gotta get under here.
Yours should have been cleaned too. That would have been cool.
I gotta get under here.
Oh,
boop. It's just PEX lines, so it's not that bad. But let's get some stuff in here to catch some water, because we are gonna have some water.
Okay, we can use this right here.
The bucket?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. And then I'm gonna use the toilet to just drain the water in the RVs. We'll open up all these faucets. The idea is to get as much water out of here as possible. And then I'm also gonna come in here where the tub is. And so just by doing that, I should have the water drained in here enough that I can disconnect the line. Hopefully this isn't the most difficult thing in the world to do. I don't know how tight these PEX lines are gonna be, if I'm gonna need a pair of pliers. Let me see this and I'll show the viewer what we got here. So it's just simple PEX lines. You can see that should come off pretty easily, and then you'll have another ring that I'll have to get like a screwdriver on to loosen right there. And once I get that all undone, it should come out. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. It's no different on an RV than it is in a house. Yeah, it's too tight for 2 people. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to set up a little bit for this too. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to see what I'm working on. All right, so I got the first line loose. This is reverse thread. I just found that out.
Hey, want to help us out? Subscribe to our channel. It's totally free and it would really bring us joy. Then click the bell notification so you know when we have a new video up. Thanks.
I'm not trying to take this off with any kind of force. like it's just by hand. And I was tightening it, or what I thought was loosening it, and it felt like it was getting tighter, so I just stopped. And then I worked it the other direction. I actually started on the other line, but it was too tight, and so I just moved over to this line. I'm just taking my time. This is like just years of being a mechanic, knowing that you just don't start ripping on things. Like I didn't go get a pair of pliers and I knew it was plastic. This is all 28 years old now. So.
There you go.
So that is a cold water line. Now I gotta do the hot water line. Of course, my hand's all wet now, so it doesn't have as much traction. I just got both the water lines off. Now I need a pair of pliers to loosen these jam nuts that are on here. So, I mean, I know we have pliers in here, right? I didn't want to dig around in the garage. I found a crescent wrench. I'm not really a handy guy indoors, guys. I work on cars for a living, but I'm pretty stupid when it comes to this stuff. I mean, I get that everything is kind of put together with nuts and bolts, and that's why I'm not really that intimidated by it. I still don't really know what I'm doing, but that's okay. Bigger than that. Oof. Oh, never mind. Turns out I have ridiculously strong hand strength. Neato. I didn't need a pair of pliers. Turns out I am the pliers. So this is what I was talking about. It's just the one nut. This is on the cold side. A little washer. I got one more to do, and the whole thing should pop out.
Oh, Jesus.
The other side is not having it. So it's the same size. I just gotta get this up in there to fit it, to pull it out. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Ha 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 ha. Man, this thing is 28 years old. This faucet. There are so many people that go out and buy 1-2-year-old RVs, and they have so many more problems than we've had with this thing. Oh yeah, this thing, which is just the bottom pipe that goes over that.
Gross.
Yeah, so we'll get something to clean that up for a while.
Clean that up.
I'll hook the new one up and we'll test it. But this is just, you know, it's chintzy plastic, nothing fancy. So.
Buy vintage faucet.
Buy old vintage faucet from the 90s.
Just using some dollar store wipes to clean this up, and it's doing a pretty good job. It's gross. It's so crusty. I have to use my nail. If you look really close, you can see how white it used to be and how yellow.
Wow. That's what it used to look like.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling crust anymore, except that one little spot right there.
It's nice to know that this is just standard house hardware. This is the first thing we haven't had a special order off of Amazon.
Yeah, we were just able to get a regular faucet for this, not a special RV faucet.
Let's show everybody the faucet. Pretty simple. It was about $34 on sale at Lowe's. It looks like a faucet. No, it's these two things. So this is still for this, so I don't even need this. This is all extra parts. Yeah, because I'm not replacing the drain sponge. I'm not going to do all that. Where do you want it in the... Probably a little bit further forward or back.
Somewhere in the middle, I would guess.
It's gonna probably be wherever it gets put. Okay, so let's swap sides now because I gotta get down. Down in there. Get down in there. Good. Ah, let's break. Ow.
Oh.
There we go. Those don't seem like they require washers. Yeah, I don't think I need to use washers with these ones. And back in the 90s, they were still using metal hardware to attach these.
Is this where you write famous last words?
Oh yeah.
In the caption.
This is usually where I screw myself for later. Oh, that's gross. No. Oh, you want to keep going on there crooked. One thing about these plastic threads, man, is they're easy to mess up. This doesn't want to go on there straight. I can reuse this because it's essentially the same thread, but one side just went right on. That's the one down claw.
There, you can see it right there, the cheap plastic thread strap.
I just used one of the old nuts. It's metal. When in doubt, use metal hardware. Wouldn't be me if I didn't screw something up, you know? Where do we want this guy? Right up there. So it's in.
It's in there. Nice and tight.
The water lines. I just used one of these for the side that boogered. Oh, great. Great. All of these lines, they just gotta line up exactly perfect right in order to not leak. This really wouldn't be bad if it wasn't just, you know, I'm not a small guy.
Well, yeah, it's pretty cramped.
It's pretty cramped. These reverse threads still get me. I've been working on, I took this all apart and I'm putting it back together and I'm still getting crossed up by the reverse threads. This is what I worry about, because these are plastic threads on these PEX pipes. And these you could definitely get stripped out if you're not paying attention. I got the hot water started, I think, because it's the same one that stripped this thing out. So I'm hoping there's not just like a sharp barb on it. It's like,
oh no.
I think I got it started. Not really bendable line either. Why are you being this mean to me? I could probably get at this easier with some pliers, but I'm just relying on my grip strength, really. Other people should probably definitely use pliers. That feels tight. Moment of truth. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh, we got a leak down here. On the hot water side. Oh, God. So the plastic PEX fitting stripped.
Is this where you write famous last words?
I will not break this. I will not break this. Oh, I just broke that. Just pulled the screw right out of the fucking way. Oh, God dang it. See right here where it's just waffled over. These pliers, which I'm going to use to hold that part of it, while I unscrew that part of it. I think this will come apart enough that I can take it in without cutting it anyway. I don't want to cut this any shorter. You don't get more of this. It's supposed to just unscrew. There we go. There we go. Again, 28 years of being a thing. Yeah, and see, this is just inside of the line. So I don't know if I'm getting this out ever. Oh, I am. Look at me. I'm Mr. Meesinks. So I just gotta go on Menards and get a new 4 of these that we'll keep on hand.
That's all. Okay.
This doesn't hurt, so that's nice. And I pulled a screw out of the wall in my impatience.
You only need the one I just grabbed. This would be your Faucet, and this would be your So this would be the plastic?
I have to buy $70. Okay, so what, this just screws into there, and then you just, so I'll just screw all this up in there nice and tight, and then I'll just shove the PEX in there. But is that going to seal to this line? See, this has that seal in there.
Yeah.
So I think this is just what I'm going to need. This looks like what this would be better because it's brass.
Right.
But it's not gonna, I'm glad I looked at that. I saw this on another YouTube channel. Basically, this is a PEX line with a shark bite connector on there. And I'm going to put this onto the bottom of the sink first. And then I'm going to push this line in here. About a couple extras just in case. Living on an RV, you should probably always have a couple. I think this is part of the disconnect device. I'm not sure what this is. Like this is supposed to go into the line or whatever. I don't know. I could pretend like I know what I'm doing. Or I could look at this and then pretend I know what I'm doing. I guess it goes in here like so, but that's after you push it all in. Oh, I'm so old. Okay, so you push it on there till it clicks, but first I'm gonna tighten that onto this this little mother trucker down here that's being so mean to me. Well, of course it just goes right on without any kind of issue. Okay, that's tight. And now, oh god. Aha. There it goes. Let me show everybody. So I got that clip in. I basically pushed that up and then I had to pull the line back down in order to get this clip in. I haven't pressurized everything up yet, so I'm really hoping that this is all gonna hold. Because if not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I guess it's the moment of truth, huh? Let's find out how bad it's all leaking. 2, 3, no whammies. Completely dry. La, la, la. Alright, get me a towel because this one might have had moisture on it from before. Oh god, how do I get out of here?
Careful.
That's very nice.
Awesome.
Outside playing with the dogs, which means I'm done. It works pretty good. I am glad that I was able to find the right connector at Menards. It took a few tries to get them to realize what I needed. It's hard to explain to people that I wasn't working on a garden hose, that I was working on an RV. I know all the other faucets, like I should do the tub and I should do the kitchen faucet as well, but money and time. I think the next thing I'm gonna order is I'm gonna order a new latch for the front door and see if I can at least get that front door latching a little bit better, because that doorknob is really loose and I'm just really afraid that whole thing is gonna come apart on me and I'm gonna be stranded with no way to shut that door. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. You know, the old YouTube grind. We'll see you later.